welcome back to the Halloween 2023 episode of Uncorked. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Christmas of 2023 episode of Uncorked. Oh. Hey guys, welcome back to 2023 Wrapped. Welcome to 2024. Wasn't 2023 great?
On today's episode of Uncorked, we are joined by Charles, Anthony, Anya, and of course myself. And today's theme is terrible animated films.
Wow.
So Anya, could you explain the game that we're playing today to decide the movies we're watching?
Well, we're broke and cheap and broke today, so we're gonna be playing 20 questions, which requires exactly 0 props. Basically, I will try to think of something which is horrible because I avoid thinking at all costs, but I will do it for you, the people, and for you, gentlemen. You will try to guess what I'm thinking. You have 20 questions within which to guess the thing. Whoever guesses the thing that I am thinking, God, I hope I can think of something, with the fewest number of questions asked wins.
I know what the movies are because I was the one that picked them, but I will be playing the game.
Again.
I'm gonna let you guys kind of go for it, which one you want. So, you know what? We're at Anthony's house, so I'll let him get the first pick on this one.
Thanks, Anthony, for housing our shenanigans.
Go ahead, read the front of the card and.
Is the front this part or
the
the
front's
other
the
part?
other part? Yeah.
The
Which
other
movie you
side?
got there?
Okay. Food Fight 2012. 1.3 out of 10 on IMDb. When the supermarket closes at night, the contents inside come to life. The shop becomes a living world for Detective Dogtive. Dex Dogtive? Detective?
Dex Dogtive?
Dex Dogtective.
Dex Dogtective.
Dex Dogtective and all other creatures inside at nighttime. However, with the new Brand X coming into the store, things take a turn for the worse.
The Misty Green Sky, 2016, 1.8 out of 10 for IMDb.
It sounds like a good title and a terrible film.
I'm trying to think if I remember this movie.
You don't. This is a movie I wanted to show you for a long time.
Oh dear.
At least 8 years, 7 years? I can't math.
A young girl on a far-off planet in another solar system discovers that all she has been told is not true, motivating her to search for truth and love in an adventurous and cautionary tale.
Truth and love.
That's the most generic.
I was gonna say,
That
that's
made me
just a
wanna
plot
vomit.
outline. That's just what a plot is.
That's just what a plot is.
That could be any movie. That's the plot of Heavy Metal 2000. It's a good sign.
Titanic, the legend goes on.
I think I know that.
2000, 1.5 out of 10 on the IMDb. Love blossoms between the upper-class Sir William and the blue-collar Angelica, who is hoping to find romance in America. Terrible choice. A number of what'd you write?
Animal.
This is the one I think it is.
Oh, I know this movie.
yes.
The digestion film. Okay. A number of animal passengers, including talking dogs, cats, and mice, are also looking forward to arriving in the new world. I kind of hope this one wins. Here you go.
The Skellington Man.
I don't know. That one sounds really good too. Well, he's vibing.
Yeah, he was good. Here.
It'd be really funny if we came all the way to Washington after being in LA and that's when we encountered the earthquake. I think that'd be dope.
That would be hilarious.
We'd be gone.
Yeah. He's like, we were smoked.
And with that, off to our expensive, flashy game.
So much money was invested in this episode.
I am playing for Food Fight,
Okay. I'm impressed that you remember that without having to look at the card.
the 2012 epic
I respect that. I'm actually stunned right now.
about
I'm not gonna lie.
Detective. Correct.
Dex
Wow,
Dogtective.
Dogtective. Ah, what a man. Okay, so I thought of something.
Okay.
And now you have to ask questions to see what it is that I am thinking of.
All right.
You may proceed.
Is it a plant?
No.
Is it a person?
Yes.
Male?
Yes.
Famous?
Yes.
Well, that's obvious, isn't it? Don't answer that one though.
Too late. Too late. 4 fingers. You have
Is he
16
an
questions.
actor?
No.
I don't know what to ask to get to a person. I'm not good at 20
I believe in you.
questions. What?
Go,
I'll
proceed.
figure something out.
Be a man.
An athlete.
No.
No. Okay. Is he a writer?
No.
Oh. Man, I'm burning through questions.
It's okay. That's the point of the game.
Does he work in entertainment?
No.
No, that helps. Does he have long hair?
Yes.
This is a terrible game. Who thought of 20 questions? There should only be 10.
If you only have 10, you'd have 1 question left, dog. That'd be right.
Is he fictional?
Be more specific. Just ask a different kind of question. Know that I can't answer that question, either real
That's still
or
information.
fictional.
Yeah.
That
You have
is
learned something. One might. I
Gilgamesh.
want to tell him more, but I just can't.
Is it Jesus?
No.
Okay, it's Santa.
No.
We're running out. Okay.
It's the Hana Condor.
It's the Hana Condor.
The Hana Condor comes down the chimney and screams in your face.
All right.
Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, so person, long hair, not in entertainment, possibly fictional,
But not Jesus and not
but
Santa.
not Jesus or Santa. He alive before 1600?
Yes.
Gilgamesh still works for this.
Alive before 1400?
Yes.
Okay. Before 1000?
Yes.
Jesus. But it's
No.
not Jesus.
We've established it's not Jesus, Anthony.
Is he part of Western civilization?
No.
Oh,
That was a
okay.
good question.
There we go. Now we've excluded a fair number of people. Okay.
I feel like I have to, as a decent human being, add a little context to may or may not
Go
be real.
for it. It's house rules.
Avoid words that give it away. As a person, more than likely a real person. As who they are remembered to be, perhaps not more than likely.
Okay.
Or up to interpretation. Did they exist?
Probably.
Did they exist within the capacity that they're argued to exist? Think of it.
Chinese Jesus.
Proceed. Go on.
Parts of the Middle East are in Asia. Gilgamesh still works.
Funny.
Do we want to do a phone a friend and have a friend question?
You know, at the question 15, I'll allow it.
Yeah, what would you ask?
Is it Confucius?
No. That doesn't count against him.
Okay.
Okay.
Confucius
You're
doesn't
still
have
on
long
question
hair.
16.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he?
Oh,
But that ruled out a big contender.
that did rule out
There
Confucius.
aren't a whole lot of long-haired Asian fellas that I can think of before the year 1000.
Arjuna's one of them.
Who?
Yeah, see?
Who?
Arjuna.
I'm blonde, Anthony. Work with me, not against me.
All right, we can get rid of India, I think.
No, don't get rid of India. No,
Don't get rid of India.
don't rule out India.
It's not Confucius. I don't. How many other Asian people are there?
What?
Don't look at me. I don't freaking know.
I don't know. Is there a famous samurai? Is there a famous?
Gosh, I didn't think about it.
Buddha, but before he shaved his head.
The who?
Buddha, but before he shaved his head.
That could work.
Who was the last?
Is it Buddha?
It's the Buddha.
Is it?
You said Christian. You said Asian Jesus, and I was like, it's Asian Jesus. No, yeah,
Oh.
it's Buddha. You got it on question 17.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yay!
Yeah. 17, right on, sir. You're.
Buddha has
Have
long
you guys
hair.
not seen the?
He did actually when he Siddhartha. I mean, I was gonna say Siddhartha, but the Buddha counts.
No, that's true.
And that's why the thing was like he said, don't like Indian people.
Don't
like,
count
but he
India. You're
was
like, no.
Indian.
All right, Charles, you're up.
Oh, that.
Yeah, he had long
Oh
hair.
wait, no. Look up
He ended
Chinese
up bald
Jesus.
the whole way.
Okay, I'll look up
Look up
Chinese
Chinese
Jesus.
Jesus.
Oh, look how cool he looks. Look at the Last Supper.
Get in there.
My God. All right, Anthony, up. All right. So Charles' turn.
playing for the Misty Green Sky.
From 2016?
2016, it was
Yeah.
like 1.8.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Go on.
Human.
No.
No.
Living thing. No, that's not good. Can I reword
You
that?
may.
How do I reword that correctly?
Is it alive?
Inanimate
That
object.
doesn't work because plants are alive.
Is it an inanimate? You mean
Inanimate object. Is it an inanimate object?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm looking for something that's not alive at any point.
It's not alive. I said it's not alive.
That's true. But plants could be alive.
Plants are alive.
But they could be dead.
It's true. It could be a dead plant. You could be thinking of a dead ficus.
I love the intensity of this game, by the way.
Western Hemisphere.
Ooh, I think you opened up a brand new set of questions for that one.
I'm gonna have to add an answer that's neither yes or no. I'm gonna add irrelevant.
Oh, okay. So
Irrelevant.
Okay, so it's
like that.
It's not a world-related object. It is a thing.
It is a thing. It's not trapped in a hemisphere.
Building.
No.
Okay. Location.
No.
Okay. Smaller than a bread box.
Yes.
Okay.
That was a fun way to phrase it.
Household item.
Potentially.
Okay.
I mean, yes. If you. Yes.
Is it a book?
No.
Okay. Is it edible?
Yes.
Okay. Meat.
No.
Vegetable.
Yes.
Has vegetable in it.
Yes.
Okay.
This game is remarkably difficult when you really think about it.
Pastry.
No.
Bread.
No.
I hate the banana. It's not a vegetable.
I almost spat everywhere. Oh God.
I don't know if I can do this
I
past,
believe
this,
in you,
past
Charles.
this point.
You can
Yeah,
get it.
see, it's tricky.
It's when you get closer that it gets more difficult.
I've narrowed
somehow.
it down to it has a vegetable in it and it's smaller than a bread box and it's edible.
And it's not bread.
A small
And it's
child.
not pastry.
It's not pastry. A human stomach.
I'm gonna pretend you never said that.
Do you cook it?
I'm gonna add context. It would be cooked in order to be what it is.
Okay. An omelet.
No.
A burrito.
No.
I'm now to your point.
Not even narrowing it down anymore. Is that there's the random food?
These are things that could have vegetables in them that are edible, that are not baked goods or bread.
I'm curious to know what his answer is.
Me?
Phone your friend.
I'll phone you because I'm now to your point.
All right.
Right.
Is it a salad?
No.
Oh.
Is it rough?
Yeah. Could be. Depends on the one that you get.
There's a tomato in it. It's a pizza.
A rough pizza.
Yeah.
I'll give you a hint. It's your last question. I believe you would eat them and enjoy
Oh,
them.
my last question. So it's my last question. That's the answer.
No.
No. You believe I would eat them and enjoy
I think
them?
you would eat and enjoy
It's a
them.
vegetable, though.
It is made with a vegetable.
Pumpkin pie.
I f***ing love pumpkin pie.
But it's not that.
It's not pumpkin
Yeah.
pie. Potato chip.
Oh, it's a potato.
It was a.
chip.
Originally it was Pringles. I was gonna be way more
Oh.
specific, but I was like, homeboy's not getting near Pringles. I'll just broaden it to potato chip.
I wasn't even
I
close
wasn't
to
going to get down
potato
to
chip.
potato chip either.
No. I am paying for the Titanic. The legend goes on. Is it a person?
No.
Is it an animal?
Yes.
Is it smaller than a bread box?
No.
Larger than a bread box. Is it found around the world?
No.
Is it found in America?
No.
Is it a wild animal?
Yes.
Has it killed people on national television?
No. I hope.
I'm thinking of those magicians. I'm thinking of Tiger for the magicians that
Oh,
go.
Siegfried and Roy.
Yeah, Siegfried and Roy.
depressing.
It didn't kill him, though.
Oh, it did?
They just
it?
made
No.
him.
It attacked
Kill
him?
him.
They just
No,
made him.
his argument for why it shouldn't be put down is that it didn't kill him, and if it wanted to, he'd be dead because
mean,
it's a tiger.
It probably
Actually
could have
pretty
killed. Yeah, that's actually. I
As far as arguments go.
hate
He
to
thinks
say it.
it
That's
got
not
like
terrible.
scared by the fireworks, and it was trying to drag him away from the fireworks.
Is it a land animal?
No.
Does it fly?
Yes.
Is it the Hana Condor? No.
No!
Does it exist in our current time?
Yes.
Ooh,
Okay.
that's a good-
Because I'm thinking pterodactyl. Because it's bigger than a bread box and can fly. Screw it. Is it a bird?
Yes.
Okay. See? Big board.
It was a good question. Just because it can fly doesn't necessarily mean it's a bird.
That's true. Could be a guy with a jetpack.
Could be a,
Yeah,
a
could be a
yeah,
lot
that's
of
exactly, yeah, or it could be a projectiled bear. Is it an animal most people know?
Yes.
Not found worldwide, not found in America, so it's not the bald eagle, God bless.
It's not the California condor either.
It's not the California, yeah, condor. Thinking about the
The
boards.
Cambodian condor.
The Vietnamese condor.
Thinking about
Is it the Thai condor? Is it the Antarctic
the
condor?
Antarctic condor.
The Laos condor.
Is it
It does fly, so it's
the
not a penguin.
Neptunian condor?
Is it an albatross?
No.
Okay, I just had to ask. Albatross.
Albatross.
Is it a bird of prey?
No.
I want to burn a question for this because I only have 2 more before I watch Food Fight.
Almost threw up.
It's not the Malaysian condor.
It's not any of the condors. It's not a pelican because those are in America.
Caw.
Does it belong
In a museum.
in a museum? It belongs in a museum.
It belongs in a museum.
It belongs in a museum. Does it belong to the family? Does it belong to the parrot family?
I'm not gonna count this because I legitimately don't know.
Okay.
I don't think so. I'm not gonna count it.
It's not the extinct Atlantis condor. The Pangeal condor.
God damn it, Charles! He said, "Is it a bird of prey?" And I said, "Nay." Nay.
That means it's a horse.
Flying horse.
Seahorse.
It's the equestrian
But
condor.
with wings.
Like a unicorn, but a seahorse.
It's also very distracting. In my defense.
We haven't seen each other for years.
Does it have white feathers?
Some. You just hit 15, and you could phone a friend if you think that they might
Those
be able to tell
they
you.
don't.
We
know.
don't have a
They
clue.
don't have a
Well,
clue.
guess, both of you can guess anyway.
Is a vulture a bird of prey?
I wouldn't consider
It's a
vulture.
scavenger
It's a scavenger
bird.
bird.
But you
That's
find
not
it in
a bird of prey.
America.
Oh,
You
you
find
do find
vultures
them here, don't you?
Yeah.
You do find vultures internationally.
But you could ask if it's a scavenger bird,
That's
to
true.
which the answer would be no.
It's a dodo. Oh, that's not extinct.
And it was flightless.
Not anymore.
Oh, it's also flightless, yeah.
And it was in America.
And it was in America exclusively. Good point. Otherwise known as the pre-colonial condor.
Am I what?
The pre-colonial condor.
Gas! Gas! Do.
Is it on the continent of Asia?
Can I Google it?
Sure.
Okay. It's irrelevant because he loses now either way, so.
Food fight! We're watching Food Fight, everybody! Ding, 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 ding. Anthony's the only one that won.
Toucan.
I was gonna guess toucan, like
Should've
halfway in.
guessed Toucan!
Because it's smaller than a bread box.
It is not!
He's like this big.
No,
If you,
toucan's
like,
like this big.
Snapped him in half, and he was.
You are not supposed to snap it in half!
I always guess like it's half, and then you.
You didn't say if I snap it in half and shove it in a bread box.
We
We
big.
could fit it in a bread box.
Thank you. The volume of a toucan is less than a bread box.
It's 25 inches tall.
Put it-
How big is your bread, Nate?
If you put it in a Vitamix.
Is your bread this big?
You put it in a Vitamix.
What the f-
The average bread box is 16 inches wide by 9 inches deep.
Oh, we could fit a toucan.
No, you can't!
Thank you. Thank you.
Their beak's so long, we'll fracture.
I mean, he didn't say it had to be a
kill
lot.
a toucan to prove your point.
We didn't say it had
So
to
we
be
pureed
humane.
the toucan.
It's okay. I didn't want to watch Titanic anyway.
I did,
We all know how it
though.
ends.
Now I gotta watch
I did
Food
wanna watch
Fight?
that, but I-
God.
wrong? Well, I feel like we're all changed individuals after watching that movie.
That's a bad movie.
I feel like we're all we've grown as people.
I think Nate owes everyone an apology.
I mean, I wasn't the one that won the game.
Anthony!
I'm the big
Hey,
winner.
welcome to the show!
The big winner.
The big winner.
Yeah, that was my fault, I know.
Yeah.
Anthony, this is what the Buddha wanted you to see.
You guys, why did I win? Hey, a toucan.
Yeah.
A toucan.
We could fit that in a bread box.
And he stepped on a bag of potato chips.
Hey, it all comes
go.
together.
So worth it.
Well, having said that, Anthony,
Yeah, no, Anthony's having to explain the plot tonight.
do you want to explain the plot tonight?
So give us a synopsis.
Tell me how it all went
Okay.
down.
Better question, do you remember what the plot was?
I've got a general idea. There's a grocery store, and if you are the mascot of a brand, you are labeled an Ike and you are alive.
So far, so good. Isn't
Can
it?
you name some
But
brands?
only at night, but sometimes during the day when the plot requires. Some of these brands include whatever Dog Detective is selling,
Ah,
the chocolate chips voiced by Wayne Brady,
Give a hint who the squirrel is. Whose line is it anyway? Wayne Brady.
he did not!
That's Wayne Brady.
What's it, chocolate chips? I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was chocolate chips.
I think they only mention it once.
Like in passing, yeah.
I think he was supposed to be like the Chips Ahoy dog.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a dog with Chips Ahoy?
Well, yeah.
I didn't know that.
That I knew, but
Okay, probably
but like
then.
I never got the sense he was chocolate chips.
That's why he cried brown.
Would you be my best man?
This
You bet your box top.
Did he just shit out of his eyes?
Man.
It was chocolate.
Yeah, but I thought it was just hot diarrhea pouring out of
No,
his
and they like
eyes.
referred to chips like a couple times.
That's why the Batman was the weird bat guy was so attracted to him because he just loved
Who's
chocolate.
made of chocolate, yeah.
Wait, don't tell me. Bittersweet. Do you go out much, by the way? Because I like to dance a little myself.
Count Chocula.
Yeah, I think
Bald
but-
Count Chocula.
Yeah.
Very gay Count Chocula.
If I think there was one shot where the Dex Dog Detective is a cereal. I think there's one shot.
In
of
the
it.
very
Okay.
beginning, we realized that Dex Dog Detective is because there's like a panning shot of the city and Dex Dog. I'm sorry, who's Dex Dog Detective? Anthony, tell us who.
See, Dex Dog Detective is the law.
He is the law.
I am the law.
Whichever one of you gets who Dex Dog Detective is.
Okay, it's just you and me, fat cat.
He's in a video
Fork over the little guys and no one gets hurt.
Is he in the video?
I don't know if he's in a video game.
I'm sending
Take
you
a
to the
look.
cooler.
I know his voice.
He's not.
Charlie Sheen.
It's Charlie Sheen.
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack.
And his girlfriend is disappeared at a point.
Okay.
Not his fiance. They don't quite get that far.
Of us. That's so cute. What's doing a jaw in your hand?
Who is? Tell us who his girlfriend is.
Hillary Duff as a cat who sells raisins.
I'm uncomfortable.
Oh my God!
It warms my heart the way you love my raisins, tough guy.
Yeah. That line. I love that line.
Sunshine.
Sunshine.
Sunshine goodness.
Brand X comes in.
May I help you?
You must be Leonard, the manager.
I'm your new brand
Is that Christopher Lloyd?
representative. I wasn't expecting any new products. A corporate picked your store to test the new brand X.
Okay, he's amazing, I'm not gonna lie.
X.
He's amazing.
Never heard of it.
Give us 1 week. Your customers won't know how they lived without brand X.
Brand X. I'm your Brand X. Customers.
Wow.
The
I'm
galaxy
stunned.
is on Orion's.
What makes sense why he walked around like an idiot? Because he was controlled by a small brand, or by an Ike, which made no sense.
Okay, to be fair, that actually does track. Yeah. That actually does.
That's why he walked around like that.
That doesn't explain every other seizing character in the background.
Don't worry. It'll just be a minute. Save my ice cream.
What is he doing in the background?
What is he doing?
Violently gesturing.
Or why Dog Detective does a flip in the last scene.
Oh, why he spins before she says her cool line.
No one bought my beautifully genetically giant prunes.
But how did you get in and out of the store?
Dude, why did he spin?
And then we just have like a smorgasbord of random, some real and some fake brands.
Like notable characters that keep showing up for no reason is Moose, who I think is Chocolate Moose.
How many Ikes went down?
Everybody we threw out of the friggin' banana.
Everybody went through out the freaking banana.
And more chocolate.
Is the penguin is a popsicle thing.
Oh, I didn't
I only
catch
know
that.
that because when they blast through the air on the soda bottle.
Oh, that's right. They
fly
blast
into
through a popsicle box.
thing.
That's right. They do.
The cheese weasel, which is
the Cheezel the Weasel, which I guess
spray cheese or actual Cheez-It thing.
Maybe he was supposed to be Chester Cheetah.
I mean, if that's the case, and they
makes
wanted
so
to like
touching.
abuse Chester.
Because I did wonder, like, who the weasel person was supposed to be. That would actually explain a lot.
Mr. Clean obviously is a big one because he's in everything. He's the butt of every joke.
Mrs. Buttersworth.
They cut the California raisins.
They did
somehow.
The defunct California raisins.
Probably why, but they couldn't get the raisin brand, the like Sun-made raisins.
I would not want my brand associated with being the bride of Daniel Dex Dog Detective.
Daniel Dex Dog Detective.
Daniel Dex Dog Detective.
Daniel Dexter Dog Detective.
Dog Detective. The third.
We've got the weird, like, Castlevania Count Chocula guy.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And best I can figure, Brand X is like essential everydays or one of those kinds of products.
Like Up and Up brand.
It's lethal for some reason. I don't understand why that doesn't.
They never talk about the big nose man talks about how it's poisonous to humans, or like just
anything.
Poisonous, anything.
Yeah.
It foils aluminum.
A cookie crumbles, ice cream gets raisin burn. Oh, chips chip, crackers crack, aluminum is foiled. Don't you see? Snot happens. This is a big booger we're bouncing
I wish the camera would stop moving.
And then Dog Detective has to figure out the whole conspiracy with Brand X. And then there's a small-scale war that happens. Somehow by the end, everybody's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they resuscitate even the dead.
That's true.
That's
they
also true. They do it.
That's because...
You did it. You did the whole part.
Thank you. That's exactly what happens.
Cut out all of the boring, superfluous, pointless parts of the movie, which is relevant.
I'm gonna go sleep.
If you just cut it down
It's
to
been a
like
really
where
good-
they talked about the
good show.
plot, that movie would be like 15 minutes.
This movie-
It just zooms past.
There's an incredibly large amount of scenes that have nothing going on in them.
This movie keeps thinking that things are funny.
Some people know what comes over me. But it's like this. Yeah. I'm so sorry, friend. What's the eye? Back in the tree,
I have legitimately no idea what's going on.
It really thinks
They
it's
definitely
funny.
thought it was funny.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they wouldn't have layered every sentence to carefully have a pun at the end of every single line of dialogue.
I'm not that dirty.
Those are not.
It's the endless puns hurt. Loads of fun. Get it? Because she's a detergent.
It was supposed to have an on ice tie-in.
Was it?
Yeah, they were gonna do
like
food fight on ice.
Yeah.
like skaters?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
He looked up a lot more of it than I did.
Oh my god.
This man thought this film was going to be a
Anthony.
tremendous success.
You should not have offered them that.
The original reason why it was weird, because the movie was originally made in 2003 is when they started, and this didn't get finished till 2012.
Right.
Somebody stole all of the footage.
Yeah, that was the original. But that's why a lot of the audio feels weird, is because they had some of it, or they had to go around and
Is
do.
it 2003 Charlie Sheen or is it 2012 Charlie Sheen?
Those are very different
Such a
Charlie Sheens.
difficult thing to answer at this point.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm hoping it's 2003 Charlie Sheen, but 2012 Hillary Duff, because that makes things a lot less
So it's
weird.
less creepy.
That makes things way better.
That's also why they had some product placement and other ones they didn't, because they tried to get everything.
Oh. They couldn't get them
And
all
they
back?
couldn't get them
or-
all back. Or they ran out
Cheeto
of-
pulled out.
Who did?
Cheeto. They wouldn't let him use Chester Cheeto.
Not Chester.
But some people just stayed in because they didn't care. Like Tuna didn't care.
I think they're more of the somebody isn't saying we're like canning up dolphins, we're good.
Alright, so Chester Cheeto, if the script stayed the same, he would either just be one of the many
I think he was just
background
one of the many
characters.
frantic characters.
I'll destroy them all!
Wow, that was really stupid.
The only other Cheese Puff character was the Weasel.
And Cheezel the Weasel.
Cheezel the Weasel.
It was awful. This is some uncanny valley shit.
You despise me, don't you?
What the f is going on?
Let's talk about the Ikes. Let's talk about the different Ikes they had.
Okay.
So we have Dex Dog Detective, aka Danny Dex Dog Detective, because that's what.
It should have been like a.
Daniel, if we're being proper.
Wasn't there a dog-themed children's cereal?
Cookie Crisp.
Cookie
had
Crisp,
Cookie
right?
Wolf at one point.
Was that the closest?
Cookie Crisp. Yeah, but he wasn't a detective.
They also had the Cookie Thief, who was a dog.
Well, he was a dog that ate raisins.
Also, why was he like Indiana Jones, but also the guy from Casablanca?
I love that. I love. Da 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 da. Keep showing up. Yeah.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a spam.
Oh, the indignity of it all!
And then we had his girlfriend, Sunshine, who was Sunshine Raisins, who didn't. Okay, there's no reason why, but she didn't have cat ears and cat markings in her packaging.
No.
Only in the Ike
But
world.
she also didn't have like a lobotomy in her packaging, where she just stared into empty space.
Fly away! Come on, Danny, you can do it this time.
Is she just an idiot?
Yeah.
The whole time she just like is looking like 2 feet in front of her and is just focused on nothing there.
No, Dex! You can't, not a human! You'll be crushed!
Danny
She's
Dog.
like still grinning the whole time.
Every single scene.
I wonder if they added the cat ears to make it less weird because he was a dog.
Did it though? Did it make it less
Yeah, Mr. Peanut Butter Rail's a human. Like,
true.
that works.
What? Wait, what? wait, what? Is this for real?
BoJack Horseman.
Oh, okay.
The
okay,
dog's
okay.
name is Mr. Peanut Butter.
Okay, that makes way more sense.
But I feel like in 2003 they had an issue with it or something.
Probably, yeah, maybe. Maybe they needed to make her more like, ooh.
It's just like right after 9/11. You can't
This is
pull
right.
that.
This is a post 9/11 world.
Surprised they let so many plane scenes in this movie after
That somebody
Maybe
playing
the
crack
original
crashes
cut
into
had
buildings.
fewer.
For some reason, Charlie Sheen is Dex Dog Detective. Hillary Duff is his girlfriend. Eva Longoria is the Brand X lady. And who's the guy that plays the Count Chocula guy? But like everyone feels like a cartoon version of themselves, even like the moose guy.
What are you? Dexter Detective always mopped up our troubles, Gabish. Let's get into
A gabble.
Because I care.
Are there subtitles?
There's sometimes.
It's fine with me.
Don't cry for me, Charlie Tuna. Trust me, Brand X will make everything better.
This is actually probably
You have my
necessary.
promise. We will take care of you. And what about that?
It just didn't record it. I just ignored it.
I'd never be able to understand it.
It just said no. I'm not doing the penguin guy.
I'm not even gonna try.
So, Brand X. So we as the audience see them as some crazed like corporate takeover. They're primarily introduced as a detergent brand that then also has a
To clean out all the non-main brands.
Exactly, but it also has a potato chip representative.
potato chip.
And then like a meat lady representative. And then whoever the green
was supposed
guy.
to be.
Oh, I could just kill you. A spanking.
What?
Oh God.
Pull the plug on these traitors.
He's trying to be Tim Curry, but he's failing.
You know, that's actually a good point.
Did he swallow
This
it?
isn't very much fun, is it? I think I just wet myself.
Did he swallow it?
Feels rather nice.
Ooh.
What the?
I don't know.
Wait, who was the potato chip guy?
The
short one. That they roll over
They
with it.
briefly say, and Eva Longoria briefly says, and our potato chip representative. And he shows up.
Yeah, when they first do the
Oh,
town
he
hall
didn't
meeting.
last long.
No.
No, well, lasted till the end.
His weird fork hand.
Yeah, 3 fingers.
They're just dead.
That was kind of funny. When they tied him up with sales tape and then roll a can over him.
Yeah, that was him.
Oh.
That was potato chip guy.
Do you think they bring him back? Like, do they resurrect him? Or is that for, like, only for people killed by the poison?
Only for people killed
by
by
the poison.
The poison isn't what killed the penguin.
It's true. No, wait.
You set us up.
He got stabbed by one of the drone things. And then fell over and
Activated my trap card there.
Oh, speaking of numbers.
This movie was trash.
This movie has a budget of, as we discovered,
Don't say it.
$65 million.
Why?
Spent on food fight.
And it made like 74,000 in the
Yeah.
Children are starving in India. What is wrong with you people?
It didn't even make $1 million back.
When they finished it, they just kind of shoved it out.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like it got finished and then just not released, and then the company basically forced them to release it before they'd really finished it.
Which explains
it explains a lot.
It explains more than it should. And somehow not enough.
No.
I hate it all.
Is there...
It could have been better if it had been better animated. If this was a decently animated movie with slightly better dialogue, it would have been fine.
Yeah. That's generally kind of funny.
Yeah, we didn't really talk about the animation.
This was not well
What
animated.
animation?
What do you mean, what animation? What do you mean, Anthony? Why are you talking to me about this animation? This is a travesty against humanity because I feel like this was. What do you mean? What? Yeah, what?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
What is even happening?
Oh my god, I'm watching the movie again. This is what the food fight on ice would be like.
I would have watched that.
Push a bunch of epileptics out there and flash lights out.
Fucking God!
They could have managed it too if they just.
Anthony.
Because all they would have had to do was put big gloves that never bent, and just walked around.
It's like big 3-fingered gloves and like.
Just
Go.
Shoo shoo.
Good luck.
Go on. You can do it.
wow, the resemblance is uncanny to the movie. It's like I'm just watching it in theaters again.
Just every showing's got like 13 dead epileptic kids at the end.
It'd be amazing because it'd always be different every time you.
That's true.
They could advertise it.
So they explain briefly that if you kill an Ike, their product becomes bad.
Yes.
They
It has to be recalled.
They explained that by saying that they had a poison that made it so they would die in a specific way unique to the product. Cookies would crumble, which apparently is good enough for a recall.
Aluminum would foil.
Aluminum would foil, and things of that nature. Cheese would curdle, things like that. So the physical representation of the Ike, which is a thing about this tall, if it gets murdered in any capacity or dies on its own, the product would just be gone.
Yes.
From that store specifically, Or from all stores in existence?
I'm assuming all stores in existence.
Does each store have their own version of that Ike?
Yeah.
Maybe that's true. Maybe it's just like it's only in that area.
You all like giving them way too much credit.
Because when Christopher Lloyd's character just steps on the bag, nothing happened. Ike just got mad about it.
Right. So it doesn't work the opposite way.
direction.
Yeah, just only Ike world into real world, but not real world and Ike world.
Also, keep going.
No. I had nothing.
How did Brand X get a brand completely unrelated to them's raisins recalled?
True.
Like, how did Brand X do a recall?
You're giving the whole movie way too much credit.
But enough about me. Let's kill you.
Oh, I forgot that line.
God, I want to kill myself.
I actually like that line.
I want to make a small point, which is, if they didn't lose the footage,
okay,
because they spent $65 million on this originally,
my
minimum of
God.
$40 million, because there's a range that they talked about.
Right.
They spent a lot of money.
Right.
If they actually didn't lose the footage, and they kept all the brand licenses, would this have been more interesting, do you think?
I think it would have been a very
Would have been at least an
fine movie. Like, I mean, think about the Emoji Movie. It would have been like
That's
an early
like
2000s
that,
equivalent of the Emoji Movie.
There's funny things in the Emoji Movie.
I
There's
think
some
making
bad
it
stuff.
easier to look at would have gone a long way.
Making it easy to look at.
It's like those weird like AI-generated kids videos from like India.
Oh yeah.
It's about the right quality of it, yeah.
You saw Wreck-It Ralph 2.
Yes.
So they have all of those
Yes.
things where they go,
Yes.
eBay,
Yes.
and this other thing.
Yes.
That's the Emoji
That's
Movie.
what it
but
would
for
have
a
been,
phone.
but for early 2000s.
Do you know what the end of Emoji Movie is?
Nope.
Remind me, I think I do. But
They have to go to the most secure way to get on the internet possible, which is Dropbox.
Yes. Yeah, they just shameless Dropbox.
They shamelessly plug Dropbox.
You have to get to the most secure thing. It's Dropbox.
That's what this movie would be. Is they would constantly be making, because they already did that. They did tons of product references and jokes that were product references.
Yeah, I do think you're right. I think this probably would have been just like the emoji, the food. No, not even food.
It's not
like
even food. It's just a
generic
grocery
major
store.
brand product version of the Emoji Movie.
Yeah, because it's just a grocery store. And I'm sure it would have sold well to.
That worked out.
I'm sure it would have sold well to like 60-year-old grandmas who remember when their local grocery store had their hometown products and didn't have all of these big consumer goods all over it.
Mm-hmm. Even though their hometown products were probably just like the Vlasics pickle guy.
Yeah.
Yo.
First of all, I like Vlasics.
You got the touch!
Vlasics was in this movie.
They were, like for a brief moment. It's also on the cover, right?
He's also on the cover, yes.
How? Or what?
Twinkie the Kid was in one of the last shots where they were standing in the middle of the street when the prune lady turned into the prune lady again. He was in the background. You could see him.
You mean along with the giant peck man?
What the f was that thing?
Go back.
And why was he not in the movie more?
What?
That thing!
What the f is that?
Yes, that scene. There was a shot behind Dex Dog Detective that had a hat that said Twinkie the Kid, and that's the only time you see him.
God.
I do remember that. Mostly because you said, hey, there's Twinkie the Kid.
It's important. It's a brand I recognize. The mascot nobody cares about. Why didn't they have Little Debbie in this? Little Debbie has an actual mascot.
What mascots would you have liked to see this
Okay,
movie? Little
so
Debbie and
Little-
Jemima.
It's Jemima. Uncle Ben.
Uncle Ben.
The
You should get shot.
ordinary-looking woman. From what I was reading, the ordinary-looking woman that Wayne Brady catcalls at the beginning is supposed to be Little Debbie.
Get a shelf light. I like the butter your muffin. Check this out.
That's
Oh,
supposed to be
really?
Little Debbie. Oh, but they couldn't use her because of some other...
Okay. So Little Debbie technically is in this movie. Okay, but Uncle Ben.
Uncle Ben's rice, yeah.
Uncle Ben's rice. What else we got? What are the major?
I don't think Uncle Ben being kept out is a big shocker.
The Land O'Lakes Indian.
Yes! Yes, we mean the Land O'Lakes lady.
I think they've stayed away from all the racial ones that have been
Hey, this is the
phased
early
out.
2000s.
Kung tofu.
But I am Kung Tofu. I'm innocent. Everything's out of control.
That felt racist.
What was the tofu one supposed to be?
Generic Asian. Just
food.
generic Chinese.
The Panda Express Panda would have been better.
Just
but that also
panda?
didn't happen at that point.
No,
It wasn't great.
yeah.
In the early 2000s, it would have been Mr. Peanut.
Mr. Peanut.
They could have easily.
Where
been
was
this.
Mr. Peanut?
Right.
Yeah.
The Pringles guy would have been another.
Pringles
one.
guy, yeah.
Yeah.
I want him to see the Sobe lizard. I would have the Sobe lizard. Yeah, that would have been early 2000s. Sobe was a thing.
It would have
The
been
big
that-
thing, actually.
Still a thing.
Yeah, barely.
Somehow.
Sobe elixir, not the
Yeah.
same.
They had
Oh, Lucky Charms.
They're magically delicious.
Yeah. Lucky Charms, Count Chocula. Although I think anything from Quaker.
Quaker.
No,
Miller Oats.
who's like the head of like
General
Count-
Mills.
General
General
Mills. I
Mills.
think General Mills said no.
Frosty.
Because
Tony.
yeah, I think because you don't see any of those in this movie.
No.
Like it's so I think General Mills just said like.
Well, it was also adult, so I don't know how much they. Because I know Kellogg's does not like Tony the Tiger being on anything mildly
That
adult.
was funny. Do you know about the Tony the Tiger thing?
No.
On Twitter.
We can cut
Go
this
for
out.
it. No, yeah,
We
no.
can cut this out.
Go for it.
Tony the Tiger got a Twitter, and it got assaulted by furries. Like a lot of furries.
And you just said,
What did they expect?
I don't.
Did they just take it down?
Yes.
Just took it down.
And then another mascot came up and said, "Furries are welcome. Come over to our Twitter," because they bought it. They're like, "Yeah, whatever. It's fine. It's good advertising." But Kellogg's is like, "No, no, no, sir."
Then Tiger Blood.
I forgot he was on the real.
He's also Jewish. The Haunted Condor lives!
Why is he Jewish?
I don't know.
I smacked him a little too hard. I'm sorry, babe.
Well, I think before she legitimately passes out, we should probably
What, rate the film?
yeah. Is there anything else that you have any desire to talk about this?
There's not a lot to talk about in
There's
it.
not a lot to
Surprisingly
talk about.
little happens.
Yeah.
Anthony, there was so much unintelligible dialogue.
That's true.
That is, they needed to get everybody on the same wavelength for that one.
Wayne Brady needed to calm down. Charlie Sheen needed to calm up. He was a little bit too calm.
He was trying to be cool.
You needed some of that tiger blood.
Because I'm me, I'm different. I just have a different constitution, I have a different brain, I have a different heart, I have a different, I get tiger blood, man.
Christopher
He
Lloyd
kinda
was
looked
perfect.
like the dog, the dare dog.
The dare dog.
Yeah.
Scruff McGruff?
Yeah, that's what it
McGruff.
was.
Yeah.
Scruff McGruff!
Winning.
That's who it was.
The crime hound.
Yeah.
I know, I can see.
Because he took a bite out of crime.
But you were recalled. And butt ugly.
Quick trip to Brazil for a little plastic surgery.
Wow!
And I'm back for my revenge.
So you built yourself a human robot and recalled Sunshine, then you stole her essence to make your elixir for Brand X. Why?
All anyone ever wanted was that sweet sunshine goodness.
Again,
2 months
raisins.
on the shelf next to Little is perfect.
So, on Uncorked, the rating system is out of 7. And you're judging it based on, this is so bad, it's enjoyable, it's so bad that you kind of want somebody else to see it. Out of 7.
1.
No digits, no
1.
negatives. What do you rate it?
Probably a 3.
A 3? Give you reasoning.
There's more painful things you can watch.
Okay.
Barely.
That's a perfect reason.
I would not make somebody else watch that.
No.
That.
No, that's
No,
it.
it's not enjoyable in that way. And making fun of it while watching was difficult because it was just such
It's
a
a-
low effort endeavor
That's
in
true.
so many places. It's like if you found a kid and you made him do something and he did a bad job because he didn't try and you were like, ha, this fucking sucks, you idiot. Like, you wouldn't feel good. It's just a lazy child.
But did you feel good enough to bring in other people to watch him fail?
I think that's when they really try. When the failure's spectacular. Then you want people to see it.
There is a sense that this movie doesn't have any try behind it.
Yeah, it feels low effort.
It's an issue because they didn't try. They were trying to do it as fast as they could after they lost everything.
Also, how do you get your entire movie stolen out from under you?
1. Charles?
I said 1.
You said 1.
I'm trying to not be biased because this is a movie.
That's my biggest struggle. Is I'm having a very hard not being biased.
Because you never, I don't think you ever finished
Biased
full watch
against
through before this,
what?
right? I'll also go with a 3.
You'll go with a 3?
3's not bad. Because it's not something I want to force other people to watch. I can't go above a 4.
Okay.
But I don't think I want to give it a... Come over here, come on. Come on.
Aw, hey, kitty
Hi,
cat.
sweet Emma.
But I don't know if I want to give it a 4. Because I'm not sure it deserves it. No, come here. Come here.
It's like, I will make you make this choice. So what you gonna do?
I have to pick one, which is annoying. I'll give it a 4.
You give it a 4?
To ruin
You gave it a
everything.
3?
3.
You gave it a 4. 1. You gave it a 1.
That's gonna ruin the average.
I'm running into the very clear and obvious fact that I wanted all you to watch this movie. Which means I might unfortunately have to rate it a 5.
That's a good point, actually.
Because technically, according to our own rules, it's anything 4 and no, is it 4 and above or above 4?
Average.
You have to is you would recommend it to other people, and I made all 3 of you watch it tonight. You've already seen it, doesn't count.
That's true.
But I wanted both of them to watch it.
Exactly, right? So there's my problem.
So do I have to go up to a 5 because of that?
I'm gonna rest it at a 4. I'm gonna rest it at a 4.
I'll also leave it at 4 then.
Okay, so we got 4, 4, 3, 1. What's the average of that?
4, 4,
4, 4, 3, 1, which is 4, 4, 8, 8, 12. Divided by 4 is 3, right?
Yeah.
So it's a 3. So it's still below.
That means I'm right.
Yes. Correct. So 3.
Well, what does the cat rate it?
2.
Oh, Emma doesn't watch movies. She's too smart for television.
So the overall is a 3.
Is it
At
3?
least half of us recommend watching it, the other half don't.
I mean, I hate to say it, I enjoyed it.
It's so good every time. I've watched it 3 times.
I enjoyed it. All right, well, the cat stole the show, so I guess good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night, yeah.
Play it.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Wow. Is that the German national anthem? I think it is.
No, it's the French.
It's the French national anthem.
That's the French, yeah.
Oh, well. That doesn't make sense, actually.
It's because it's the French peanut. Was he doing the caterpillar?
Yeah, the worm.
The worm, yeah.
Dear God. You're scared of him.
This is still my club.
Oh,